So early this morning or late last night, depending on where you are in the world, the latest episode of Transformers Wild King has debuted. Episode 3 is now live on the Takara-Tomy YouTube channel. Megatron reveals the double wild docking technique with Captain Volca, the dinosaur, and Leafback, the other dinosaur, the T-Rex and the Triceratops. And it also teases at the end episode 4, which will be the debut of Hydrophant, the good guy energy beast that is a water elephant, if you will. And that will be debuting Transformer Tuesday, April 22nd at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, USA, Canada time. So check that out. Again, this is at the time being, our only Transformers fiction that is animation right now, since we don't have a movie anytime soon, and Transformers Cyberworld is still quite a few weeks away. So check out Wild King Episode 3 right now, and then 2 weeks after that, we will have Episode 4. Let's talk about some big news, though, some wallet-emptying news, in my opinion, if it matters to you. I know a couple friends of mine have been messaging me going like, man, I don't know where I'm going to get the money for this, but I need to figure this out because this is exciting. Skybound, I want to talk about a couple weeks ago. Actually, I think it was a couple months ago. They just finished their Kickstarter for their G.I. Joe Compendium. And what it essentially was a giant omnibus collection of all the vintage G.I. Joe comics by Marvel and all the spin-offs and everything like that. And they did a Kickstarter to do it, and the original plan for the Kickstarter was, hey, if we could get like 50,000, dollars in backers USD, we could make this happen. And they absolutely crushed it. Of the 50,000 that they needed, they got almost 4 million. They got 3,794,000, and they got a whole bunch of bonuses as a result of it, stretch goals and stuff. And the fans were like, man, that'd be really cool if they did that for Transformers. Well, hold on to your butts, because, yep, we're going to be getting a Transformers More Than Meets the Eye compendium also of the Marvel Transformers stuff. And it's pretty wild what they're going to be offering here, depending on what you get. But what they're pretty much offering is it's going to be 4 books at the end of the day, pretty much having all of the Generation 1 stuff, all of the UK stuff, as well as a whole bunch of extra stuff on the side of all the other sub-books and spin-off books and stuff like that. And depending on what tier you're part of, there's hardcover editions, slip book editions. It's going to have trading cards, tech specs, signatures by both Bob Budiansky and Simon Furman. There's going to be a whole bunch of other unlockables. And what was crazy was when this went live yesterday, within 15 minutes, it was already at $2 million. So, 2 million Canadian, mind you. I think it was at about 1,500,000 USD. But point being is, I was quite shocked by how quickly this got backed. Right now, as of this recording, it's almost passing the 2 million USD mark, and still has 27 days left. I think this thing's going to crush it. They're going to put a whole bunch of more extras and stuff. The one that I'm looking at, if you're curious of the one that I'm going to probably back, and it's probably the most basic one that you could get, they have the Grimlock package. They're all named after characters, so this is where it might get confusing. But I'm getting the Grimlock package. At $300, you pretty much get all 4 books, and it comes in a nice slipcase. And it's going to include the Autobot tech specs and all the stretch goals. And there is a lot of stretch goals that are included with this. So I don't want to go too deep into it, but there's a lot of cool stuff there. There's a price point for every different person if you want to just get it digitally, if you want to get it physically, if you want just the UK stuff. Because, there has been other collections of the Marvel books in the past, and you might already own those. Heck, you might already own the original physical floppies from back in the day, and you just want to own the UK stuff because you never read that. So there's different backers for every kind of walk of life of what you want to own and what you want to consume. And it's crazy. I mean, it gets as high as some crazy numbers if you really want to get signed plates and all kinds of stuff. Personally, me, just a little take here. I would pick up again like the Grimlock one, and then Simon Furman or Bob is going to be at a TFCon at some point, and then you could just get them to sign the inside, and I guarantee it won't cost you an extra $300. So that's just kind of a little financial hack on that one there, that you won't have to spend I think it's another $300 just to get that plate on the inside signed by them. So Either way, let me know what you think about all this. Are you excited about it? I am. I love these kind of like big compilation collections with art and everything. And I love the G1 Marvel. The best version of Shockwave, of my opinion, came out of G1 Marvel. So just some great stuff. And, Bludgeon and Nightbeat and all those great iterations of those characters. Absolutely love it. And Simon Furman and Bob are two amazing human beings, and they have a lot to do with all of this stuff here too. Andrew Wildman with some of the art, and other great people. Herb Trimp, who did some iconic issues and covers. Great stuff here. Let me know what you think. And once again, thank you for listening to the Transformers Slag podcast and keeping you educated, entertained, and informed about our crazy robot hobby. And I'll talk to you in the near future.